Johann Strauss Sr. and Johann Strauss Jr. may have both been prolific composers of their times, but that doesn't mean everything was like father, like son.
Myers is proud to present as guest conductor for the remainder of the evening none other than Vienna's king of the waltz. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the one and only Johann Strauss.
In fact, if Strauss Sr. had had his way, his son would never have gone on to become the Waltz King. Johann Strauss I was an Austrian composer in the Romantic period, best known for the Radetzky March and introducing the quadrille to Austria. He and wife Mary Ann Stream had 6 children together, the eldest being Johann Strauss II. Life wasn't particularly happy in the Strauss household. Johann Strauss Sr. was away a lot, both touring and spending time with his mistress, with whom he had 8 additional children. When Sr. was home, his family had to cope with his strict forms of discipline. His desire for control extended to choosing life paths for his musically talented sons.
And then one day, when you're sick to death of it all, remember what I told you.
Johann Strauss Jr., father decided, would study banking.
Or I will disown you. You understand?
No, Father, I do not understand.
Then maybe this will help you understand.
But the younger Johann was still preoccupied with music. He was expelled from his accounting studies for misbehavior after routinely skipping classes to practice music. He even secretly studied violin with a member of his father's orchestra. Johann Strauss Jr. eventually applied to work as a musician. Despite their tumultuous relationship, Johann Jr. acknowledged his father's talents, often playing his dad's music in concerts. He even expanded on Sr.'s version of the waltz, and eventually Johann I began to live in the shadow of his son's popularity. While Johann Strauss Sr. was the father of Viennese waltz, Johann Strauss Jr. would go on to become the Waltz King, with hits such as the Blue Danube, Tales from the Vienna Woods, as well as hundreds of other waltzes, polkas, and operettas. Instead of this success resulting in a show of pride from Father Strauss, their careers played out more like a bitter rivalry. While both Johanns endure as renowned composers, it is Johann Strauss Jr. who continues to be celebrated with the most fanfare in his home of Vienna. The banker who could have been is the Waltz King who was.